Welcome to the Manders Mindset Podcast. Here you'll find both monologue and interviews of entrepreneurs, coaches, healers, and a variety of other people, where your host Amanda Rousseau will discuss her own mindset and perspective and her guest mindset and perspective on the world around us. Manders and her guests will help explain to you how shifting your mindset will shift your life.
Hey guys, Manders here. And I'm here to talk to y'all about what I like to refer to as the seasons of life. And what I mean by that is how there are different periods of your life when certain things will be more important and more of a priority to you than other things in your life. A couple of different examples. If you're going through a bodybuilding competition, if you're starting a new career, if you recently had a new baby, if you are traveling somewhere new, if you are starting a new podcast. And now it's really important to keep in mind that we all only have so much energy and attention and time to devote to everything in our lives. So think about it. What are you devoting your energy to? And also, why are you devoting your energy to this? Do you want to be devoting your energy to this? Another thing I think is really important to emphasize is that you can't give 100% to 10 different things. Hell, I'll even say you can't give 100% to 5 different things. You're not going to be successful at it. You're going to fall short somewhere. We're all different in how many priorities we can really give 100% to. I'd argue it's only one, but I would say at most 3 things we can give 100% to. I think it's also really important for us to realize that something that I want to emphasize that it took me a while to realize in terms of the seasons of life is that there may be times in your life when certain things that you normally do and are a part of your normal routine are not able to happen or are not able to happen in the way that they normally do because of an external circumstance. That being said, having the balance of allowing yourself the flexibility depending on the season of your life that you are in, but also not using that as an excuse. It's intertwining the two. Now, I'm going to give you guys an example, and I've talked about this on the podcast before. I've talked about this on guest appearances before, but there was a time when I was traveling down to Florida and I was in the car for the whole day. And now I normally do a cold plunge every single morning, and I wasn't able to do one this morning because I was in the car. So I literally didn't have water. And in the moment, I was frustrated and upset and mad, and I let it derail my whole mood. It ruined my day. I ignored the man I was in the car with, and it was just a whole negative situation that did not need to be had I taken the step back and realized that the season of life I was in this one specific day did not mean that I was not still giving my energy and attention to this. But this one day, it was not possible for me to do this. Now, the seasons of life is pretty broad, but it's understanding. One, you only have so much time, energy, and attention. And two, there are different seasons. So you might not be able to show up the same way that you do this week, next week. But that does not mean you should stop showing up. Just because I did not do my cold plunge that day because I was in the car for the whole day. Yes, back then I didn't have the mindset of understanding. It didn't need to ruin my whole mood, but I still did my cold plunge the following day when I was able to. And the last thing I want to say about the seasons of life is how things last forever. Whether it's the great experiences in your life or the not so great experiences, nothing will last forever. It will last and continue for the season that it's meant to. And it will transition and fluctuate the way that it's meant to as well. Even like Manda's mindset, for example. When Manda's mindset first started, it was weekly episodes. Then it transitioned to 2 times a week episodes. The 2 times a week episodes won't last forever, so enjoy them while they're here. But this week, you'll be getting 3 Manda's mindset episodes. The second half of the podcast with Brett will be out on May 1st, so stay tuned to hear that. But I encourage y'all to embrace the season that you're in. Enjoy it and embrace it. And if it happens to be a season that's not so great, if you're listening to me right now, I encourage you to remind yourself it's not going to last forever. Whatever it is that you're dealing with, whether it's a crappy living situation, whether it's a job that you can't stand, whatever it may be, there will be a day when you are not dealing with that thing. It might not seem like it right now, but that day will come. So I thank you guys for tuning in to Manda's Mindset, and stay tuned for the How To with Brett coming at you next. Thanks, guys.